The highlights of today's defense news, 25th of August 25. PTC Industries bags 100 crore rupees order from BrahMos Aerospace. Garuda Aerospace launches 5 defense drones in Chennai to boost battlefield and rescue capabilities. L&T selected as DCPP for DRDO's 1500 HP automatic transmission. Sanlayan successfully tests counter-unmanned aerial system in real-world field conditions. Flying Wedge Defence announces India's first indigenous male autonomous combat aircraft. India partners with Safran to build fighter jet engines domestically. Army ramps up two-front readiness, 5 Bhairav Commando units ready for frontline deployment. INS Khanderi to receive DRDO's indigenous AIP system by July 26. Indian Navy's third nuclear SSBN INS Aridhaman enters final phase of extensive sea trials, formal induction expected by 2025 end. DRDO selects Astra Microwave and Bharat Electronics as partners for indigenous Virupaksha AESA radar. DRDO successfully conducts maiden flight tests of integrated air defense weapon systems. Pickle folk-like stealthy drone with buddy refueling capability being developed by Kratos. South Korea plans K2 tank production hub in Poland for European market. UK doubles Sky Sabre air defense with £118 million contract for additional MBDA land scepter launchers. Pentagon's realistic electronic warfare system to move to Navy laboratory. A look at the news in detail, first from the defense industry. PTC Industry received a 100 crore order from BrahMos Aerospace for critical titanium castings, reinforcing their partnership since 2019. The execution timeline for the contract is 24 months. The company supplies mission critical components to leading defense and aerospace entities, including Hindustan Aeronautics, DRDO, and BrahMos. In addition to domestic defense companies, it also exports titanium and superalloy castings to several global aerospace and defense OEMs, including Safran, Dassault Aviation, BAE Systems, and Israel Aerospace Industries. Garuda Aerospace formally opened its defense drone facility in Talambur, Chennai on 22nd of August. At the inauguration, 5 new unmanned aerial vehicles were presented. These were designed with specific military and disaster response goals in mind. The Avalanche victim drone will support high altitude rescue missions. The Swarm drone is designed for coordinated strikes and surveillance. The Jawan drone has been created for frontline soldier support and tactical operations. Canister dropping drone will be used for rapid payload delivery in battlefields. Drone 2.0, an upgraded version of the company's earlier drone, has been built as a multipurpose platform for both defense and civilian applications. Garuda Aerospace also introduced a free remote pilot certification program for Indian defense personnel. The first group of soldiers received their certificates at the inauguration. In addition, the company launched Garuda Akash Raksha vans, the GAR vans. These will function as mobile drone deployment, maintenance, and repair centers, allowing units in remote locations to access support quickly. Free drone training for the widows of fallen soldiers were also unveiled as part of the company's social commitment to the defense community. To expand its reach further, Garuda Aerospace also laid the foundation stone for a defense park in Cheyur in Tamil Nadu. The 76-acre facility located along the East Coast Road will serve as a hub for drone research, manufacturing, and testing. The park is envisioned as India's most advanced indigenous site for AI powered precision weaponized drone systems, adding scale and strength to the country's defense technology ecosystem. Larsen and Toubro has been selected as the development cum production partner for the 1500 HP automatic transmission system being developed by DRDO for India's futuristic main battle tank. This transmission is part of the broader DATRAN, that is the Diesel Automatic Transmission Power Pack, which includes the Indigenous 1500 HP engine developed by CVRDE in Chennai. As DCPP, L&T will assist in both development and eventual production, ensuring scalability and integration into future armored platforms. The Detron engine and transmission are designed with modularity, allowing future upgrades to 1800 HP and integration of hybrid electric propulsion. The transmission will be a core component of DRDO's FMBT, also referred to as Arjun Mark III, aimed at replacing older Cold War era tanks with modern, agile, and powerful platforms. Space startup Sanlayan has successfully tested its counter-unmanned aerial system under real-world field conditions. The Indigenous system is designed to provide effective countermeasures against the growing threat of drones. The trials involved using multiple sensor technologies, including radar, radio frequency, and electro-optical sensors to detect and track rogue drones. The system then demonstrated its ability to neutralize threats through signal jamming and other interdiction techniques. The C-UAS is designed to be portable and can be deployed on the ground or mounted on vehicles, making it suitable for various operational environments. Flying Wedge Defence and Aerospace, a Bangalore-based startup specializing in AI warfare, has announced an indigenous export-ready medium altitude long endurance autonomous combat aircraft named Kala Bhairav. The aircraft is claimed to have an endurance of up to 30 hours and a range of 3,000 kilometers. The company has secured an export order worth $25 million from a South Asian country, highlighting a shift in international trust towards Indian defense technology. The founder and CEO, Suhas Tejaskanda, stated that a fleet of 10 Kala Bhairavs can provide reconnaissance capabilities equivalent to a single Predator drone at a significantly reduced cost, reducing financial risk and mission impact on in case of a loss. Defense Minister has announced that India would partner with French engine maker Safran to make jet engines domestically. These engines are to be used to power AMCA, a fifth generation fighter jet being designed and made indigenously. The French offer consists of a new engine with supply chain and manufacturing at an Indian location. The India France plan is to make a new engine that is aimed to be more powerful than anything being used anywhere in the world for now. A roadmap for the project has been prepared by Safran and DRDO. Since the development of a new engine is a decade-long process, the new engine, that is expected to have a 110 kilonewton thrust, is expected to power the second version of AMCA. Forces. Indian Army is preparing to deploy its newly formed Bhairav Commando battalions in active service by the end of August. 5 Bhairav battalions are being positioned along key frontiers. 3 units are being deployed along the northern frontier with China and Pakistan, one in the northeast and another on the western front. The newly raised Bhairav commandos will be tasked with cross-border interdiction, reconnaissance and disruption of adversary positions, permitting the special forces to focus on more complex, high-priority missions. Similar to special forces, each Bhairav battalion will be trained and assigned according to the requirements of the operational terrain, but they will not be as heavily armed nor assigned the most complex missions. Each Bhairav battalion comprises approximately 250 soldiers trained in a two-phase system, initial preparation at their parent unit's training centers, followed by advanced exercises alongside special forces units. These these commandos will substantially augment the capabilities, and at least 23 such units are expected to be operational by the end of October. DRDO successfully conducted the maiden flight test of Integrated Air Defence Weapon System off the coast of Orissa. Integrated operation of all the weapon systems components is controlled by a centralized command and control center developed by DRDL, being nodal laboratory for the program. VSHORADS and DEW are developed by RCI and CHESS respectively. During the flight test, 3 different targets including 2 high-speed fixed-wing unmanned aerial vehicle targets and a multi-copter drone were simultaneously engaged and destroyed completely by the QR-SAM VSHORADs, and high-energy laser weapon system at different ranges and altitudes. All the weapon systems components, including the missile system and drone detection and destruction system, weapon system command and control, along with communication and radars, performed flawlessly, which was confirmed by range instruments deployed by Integrated Test Range Chandipur to capture the flight data. IAWS is a multi-layered air defense system comprising all indigenous quick reaction surface to air missiles, advanced very short range air defense systems missiles, and a high-powered laser-based directed energy weapon. Kratos has been developing an unusual looking air combat drone capable of carrying munitions internally and externally, as well as various sensors, and that has a built in buddy refueling capability. Dubbed Clone Ranger, the uncrewed aircraft is designed to be highly modular as well as relatively low cost and readily producible. The system is envisioned to deliver long-range strike and surveillance capabilities, expanding Kratos' portfolio of affordable unmanned platforms. Kratos confirmed the name and offered additional configuration notes while stressing that the effort remains at conceptual design maturity. Clone refers to its small size, pegged at around 30 feet long, as well as its focus on modularity, lower cost, and producibility. Ranger reflects its intended ability to operate forward from runways as short as 4,000 feet and its expected 1900 to 2200 nautical mile range. UK Ministry of Defence announced the purchase of 6 Land Scepter air defence launchers, a £118 million contract awarded to MBDA. As reported by the UK's Ministry of Defence, the procurement is part of a wider plan to reinforce national security while supporting up to 140 jobs across the country. The decision reflects both the growing urgency to counter airborne threats such as cruise missiles and drones and the government's ambition to link defence investment to industrial growth under its plan for change. The Land Scepter system, also known as part of Sky Sabre, is a medium-range ground-based air defense capability designed to intercept fast jets, drones, and cruise missiles. It employs MBDA's Common Anti-Air Modular Missile with a maximum range of 28 kilometers and its extended range variant CAM-ER capable of reaching up to 45 kilometers. Equipped with a 10 kilo high explosive fragmentation warhead triggered by a laser proximity fuse, the missile is guided by an active radar seeker. The system integrates a Saab Giraffe Agile multi-beam 3D radar with a 120-kilometer range and a Rafael Samok command and control center. Highly accurate, it can guide up to 24 missiles simultaneously and has demonstrated the ability to strike objects the size of a tennis ball traveling at twice the speed of sound. Has developed the Digital Radio Frequency Battle Space Emulator DRBE, a cutting-edge electronic warfare test system and reportedly the world's largest and most realistic of its kind. DRBE allows for high-fidelity simulation of electronic warfare scenarios like radar jamming and spoofing in a controlled lab environment. It offers low latency, real-time high-performance computing to enhance testing accuracy and scalability. It enables testers to precisely control test variables and tailor scenarios to better understand system responses, something previously limited in both lab and open range settings. The DRBE system, developed since 2019, is set to relocate to US Navy Laboratory later in 2025. This move will integrate it into the Department of Defense's testing and evaluation framework. The Navy is DARPA's primary departmental partner for the program. This transition enables operational use within a service-specific lab, enhancing the Navy's ability to develop and test EW payloads at unprecedented scale. DARPA is already envisioning next generation enhancements for DRBE, including expanding the number of connected systems it can support, increasing simulation scale and computational power, incorporating optical interconnect technology for higher bandwidth and reduced latency. These upgrades would pave the way for DRB to support missions like battlespace autonomy, digital modeling, and even material science, positioning DRBE not just as a test tool but as a strategic enabler for future defense technologies. That's all the news for today. We hope you enjoyed the news. Please do subscribe to our channel and do give us your feedback. Thank you and have a great week ahead.